Would you rather have $10 trillion or a 10-minute dinner with Jesus? $10 trillion or a 10-minute dinner with Jesus? Now, I know a lot of you are looking at me like, well, why is it taking you so long to answer it? For me, it's a no-brainer. You're right, that's you. There's a lot of things that goes into this whole thing. So y'all, I want y'all to hear me out, because I don't seen a lot of comments where people would say, well, give me the $10 trillion Jesus, understand my heart. There's no question in my mind that I want that 10 minutes with Jesus, to have dinner with him. I got a lot of questions that need answering. Some other folks that came out here and said, well, I'll take the 10 trillion. I'm gonna see Jesus anyway. I done seen a lot of different comments. A lot of them were funny as hell. But I'm gonna add me into this whole thing. So y'all hear me out for a second, all right? Don't disparage me. I want y'all to be respectful, because that's the main thing. When we start talking about this whole Jesus stuff and money, things can get real fickle. Now, number one, I don't know anybody with $1 trillion. I don't even think you know anybody with $1 trillion. $1 trillion is a lot of money. That's actually more money than the average person anybody need, to be honest. But it depends on what kind of plans you got running, so I'm gonna leave that alone. Also, I don't know anybody that personally met Jesus unless you done died and came back and talked to him for 5 minutes or whatever the case may be. I don't know nobody who personally met Jesus face to face and said, yo, I saw Jesus, bro. He said do this, he said do that, he told me what it was. I don't know nobody like that. All right, if you say you met him, then by all means you met him. But I ain't never met him. Not face to face. You know what I mean by that? I don't mean spiritually. I mean face to face, brother, what's happening? Like that. I ain't never met Jesus. I ain't never had $1 million or $1 trillion. You feel me? So check it out, y'all. First off, I was born a Christian. I was baptized. And when I was baptized, my father passed away the week before his baptism. And I had a friend whose father is a pastor. And his father told me on the phone, because we were debating about different denominations of church, and we're debating on baptism and whether somebody should go to hell or not if they don't get baptized before they die. And his father, this pastor, got on the phone and said, I'm sorry, John, but your dad didn't make it. Now, how do you think that made me feel at the age of 10 and 11? That made me feel like crap. So what it did, at the age of 12, I got scared and I joined the church, and I got baptized at the age of 12 because I did it out of fear. Then I realized this. Later on in life, I'm like, wait a minute. I really did that out of fear, bro. Now, there's this thing called healthy fear. Healthy fear is cool. It doesn't mean that you just straight up, on somebody, but a healthy fear just means that you have enough respect for that person, but you know that you can get your behind handed to in the same token. I feel like a lot of people will say that they will pick Jesus just out of fear because they don't want to go to what. Now, I don't know if there's a heaven. I don't know if there's a hell. Look, the Bible has a lot of things in there that are true. Is it a book that you can really learn from? Yeah, you can learn from all types of books, you feel me? But it's one of the most original books out there. I will say that. So with that being said, when you got racism and everything out there, of how they done indoctrinated people with this religion and stuff like that, you got to understand, I don't agree with people who have different walks of life. And because you see a lens one way and you just see Jesus, there's a lot of other people out there. One thing I know about religion is that a lot of people believe in God. Majority of them believe in God himself. I personally believe in God. I believe in the higher power, the higher source. But in Christianity, you have to go through Jesus in order to get to God. That's just how it rolls. That's why he said the Son of God. You cannot get to me unless you go through my Son. So I understand that. But I don't like to disparage others, and I like to be respectful of others, because I just, in my soul, don't believe that we all got all the answers. We don't have all the answers, Sway. We really don't. And truthfully, when it's all said and done, we really don't know how it's gonna look. We don't know how it's gonna work. We could talk about that there's rose petals on the sidewalk headed to a gate with a bunch of angels flying around. We truthfully don't know that. That is an absolute fact. We can believe in what we want to believe, and we have to have respect for all types of beliefs. But one thing we can't sit here and act like is that we know what's going to happen on the other side. We really don't know what's happening on the other side. We just believe in a belief system and we roll with that. So would I have a dinner with Jesus for 10 minutes or $1 trillion? First off, $1 trillion is a lot of money. I could do a lot of things with that. I could go shoot movies. I could have generational wealth. I could give it to a lot of people who are less fortunate. But what if Jesus is real and Jesus like, look, you want to have that 10-minute conversation with me, that 10-minute dinner with me? All right, then you're going to die 2 minutes after you get your $1 trillion. Or what if you get $1 trillion and somebody come and crack your head wide open and you never even lived, you never even had a chance to have peace in your life because you asked for the money over Jesus? Think about it like that. There are a lot of different things that goes into this thing, but I'll tell you what, man, if I had to choose, for real, if I really had to choose, I'm gonna pick Jesus for 10,000, Alex, because I don't wanna find out differently. I don't wanna F around and find out. Y'all remember that thing with the white man? The more you F around, the more you gonna find out. Look, man, all money ain't good money. All money ain't good money. Sometimes bad spirits, the devil can bless you with anything. Anything that you feel like, and that's another thing too. People feel like because they got money and they have jewelry, they're living good, they're nice, cool AC, they're in a nice neighborhood, driving a nice fancy car. They believe that that money came from, or those blessings came from something of good energy. And a lot of times there are a lot of bad energies, aka the devil. He's blessing you. They're blessing you because they want something from you, and that's where we have to use our discernment. So there's no way how I'm going to turn down Jesus for $1 trillion. There's a lot of questions that I have to ask as well. And I feel like if I'm going to take them 10 minutes, bro, to have a dinner with Jesus, although I don't feel like he's hungry. I don't feel like Jesus is hungry, bro. But I'll take the dinner, bro. What we going to be eating? Milk, honey, cookie, and bread? Okay, cool. Whatever Jesus want to eat, I'm down for it. I'm pretty sure the food going to be good. But I'm going to need at least 2 weeks. I'm going to need at least 14 days to get my questions together. You can't just snap your finger and just say, all right, go talk to Jesus. Whoa, hold your horses now. This is 10 minutes. I need to make these 10 minutes count now. If I'm finna go talk to Jesus for 10 minutes, I need to sit down for at least 14 days and write out everything I need answering. And I need some serious straightening because there's a lot of effed up junk going around on this earth that we call, that we call home for right now while we're here. And I need a little bit of straightening. Matter of fact, I need a lot of straightening. I need a lot of things that need answered, and I need some clarity. For 400, Alex, I need all that. And I'm not willing to jeopardize my peace, my sanity. I'm not willing to jeopardize any of that for money. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking Jesus, bro. I'm taking Jesus all day. So although I'm gonna be real, although I believe in him to a certain extent, I believe in God 100. I just don't know if I'm indoctrinated or we're indoctrinated in a way where it's all false. That's my thing. And like I said, you can bring up the book, you can bring up the Bible and all these different things, but like I said, there's a lot of people practice a lot of different things, and you can't tell them wrong either. So you mean to tell me this person going to hell, this person going to heaven because you believe in this? And nah, bro, I just refuse to believe that. I don't believe that God works that way. I believe if you have a nice, pure heart, then the rest is gonna figure itself out. That's what I truly believe. That the rest is just gonna figure itself out because we live in a world of confusion. We live in a world of chaos. We live in a world of misunderstanding. We live in a world of evilness. We live in a world of wickedness. And all that stuff combined will have us out here all messed up. And this is why we are in a position where we're in right now. Because of all the different types of energies that's flying around, and people don't know what to grab. They don't know what to gravitate to. So the only thing they say is money. Matter of fact, hey man, look, I mean, I have it all figured out, but I got money though. Well, hey man, you can't take that shit with you when you die. You really can't. You can't take it when you die. So I'd rather have the 10 minutes with Jesus, get all my answers, get all my questions answered, come on back and figure the rest of this stuff out, and then I'm gonna go talk to him again. I don't think I wanna live this life and be gone and then be like, oh my God, he's here. What's happening? And then all of a sudden I never had a chance to get it right. I never had a chance to go back and right my wrongs and all those different things. But this is just a question. And the fact that they put Jesus in the question. So think about it. They said either $1 trillion or a 10-minute combo dinner with Jesus. They didn't say he wasn't real. They said no. Basically saying, no, he there. You just got to pick one. So if he there, I'm rolling that way. I'm sorry, bro. Now if he ain't it, and I'm 100% certain, oh, give me the trillion. All day long. Give me the trillion all day long if he ain't real. But like I said, at the end of the day, we really don't know what's on the other side. We just believe in what we believe in. And I think that we should have more respect of others and don't be trying to disparage people just because they don't buy into your belief. I don't think that's right at all, bro. You could never convince me that it's right. Oh, well, you haven't read your Bible. Oh, well, you haven't read this, that, and the third. Nah, bro. No, I don't. I'm not buying into that. But I'm not here to argue with y'all. I know y'all gonna be in the comments like, look, you confused, brother, or amen, brother, or this, that, and the third. Look, this is just my personal opinion. All right. So my question is, what would you do? Would you take the $10 trillion, or would you have a 10-minute dinner with Yahshua, the Son of God? What are y'all thoughts about this?